Dial it down. That is Disney CEO Bob Iger's message to the hosts of The View, who are known for their hot takes and blunt criticism of the president and his administration. ABC parent company Disney is reportedly feeling the pressure from the president.
That's according to the Daily Beast, that outlines a call with ABC's president and The View's executive producer. Iger told hosts Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sonny Hostin, Anna Navarro, Sarah Haynes, and former Trump aide Alyssa Farah Griffin to cool it on the political rhetoric. But the women of The View reportedly told their bosses to take a hike. One source reportedly saying, quote, "This is what our audience wants. Isn't it going to look kind of bad if we're all of a sudden not talking about politics?" They ultimately decided they weren't having it with the, quote, "silly requests," and said they would just keep doing their thing.
In response to the report, former co-host of the show, Meghan McCain, took to X, saying simply, "They will never do that."
You know, guys, it looks like Mickey Mouse has finally found his mute button. That's right, guys. And guess who it's aimed at? That's right. Disney and ABC told The View host to dial it down, guys. Dial it down. Specifically the Trump bashing. That's right, guys. When the folks that on Marvel, Star Wars, and ESPN, and probably half of the Magic Kingdom are telling you, hey, Joy, hey, Whoopi, maybe ease up calling Donald Trump Hitler every day. Maybe ease up calling Donald Trump Hitler every day. LOL. You know things are getting ridiculous. But you know what, guys? Did the ladies of The View actually listen to their boss? We're going to explore that. But I'm going to go with a hard no on that. Let's keep rolling the tape.
Much to discuss here, Stephen.
I think Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg are going to tone it down.
I don't think so. I think the market for them is to do what they do. I'm well aware that lots of people don't like what they do, but I see it's still the number one daytime network chat show.
Yeah, this is the number one show in that block. I mean, they rival Harris Faulkner on Fox News, or are consistently outpacing that major news network. I don't understand why people watch this show. I think for me, and this is what I was saying on X myself, is the problem with The View is not its anti-Trump rhetoric and criticism, sometimes just deranged criticism of the administration. It's just every discussion. Every discussion is steeped in conspiracy theory thinking, just sort of unhinged wine mom kind of stuff. And it's just never pleasant to watch. And so I'm looking at that going, this is daytime programming on ABC. What the heck, Bob Iger? And I seem to be wrong, because it's a number one rated show. The wine moms love it.
Maybe we are not the target market. Maybe I'm the target market and you're not.
I don't think so. But I think it does come back to this is all at the end of the election in November 2024. There were these episodes where legal was constantly in the ear of the hosts and asking them to offer corrections. There was an instance where they had 4 legal note corrections over the course of an entire episode over discussion about Matt Gaetz and Pam Bondi.
Right.
They just are constantly saying things that are not true, and they are actually concerned about having to do another sort of settlement or payout with the administration.
As we all know, The View is not going to listen to this type of requests from their actual boss, which to me is actually insane. Any job I have worked, you always have to, do whatever the actual management is saying. Hey, do this, this, and this, but hey, maybe it's a lot different for people that are elitist, like the young women on The View. Okay, Anna Navarro, God bless her delusion, guys, but reportedly confronted Bob Iger at a Disney ad event, probably between like sips of Chardonnay and, wine mom stuff. She was doing wine mom stuff and basically told him, thanks for the support, but I'm going to keep on yelling. To which Bob Iger probably put expired on her parking spot right out there in the Disney parking lot. Guys, Disney knows the public is sick and tired of daytime cluckfests that pose as news panels. Most Americans would rather watch reruns of Cops than sit through another entire round of Trump is Hitler, Trump is Satan, from a table of Manhattan millionaire liberals pretending to be oppressed. And I think Sunny Hostin actually Isn't she? Her family was actually slave owners, correct? Yo, that's crazy to me. You know, guys, I just look at stuff like this and I think, you know, what are they thinking? Like, what is going on in these people's brains exactly? Your show is supposed to be for women, right? And you exclude half of women because of the way they vote. I mean, you are knocking your demographic down 50% every time you open your mouth and call Trump Hitler. And maybe tone down the orange man bad rhetoric, because no one is actually buying it in 2025, guys, except a couple people that's on the left. But hey, guys, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a mic, common sense, and the ability to form a sentence without a teleprompter. Anyways, guys, big word up to Disney for actually understanding The View is actually called the Screech at this point, and they do need to dial it down. Let's hope they keep dialing it down, or better yet, just unplug it. Here's what I will say, guys. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified about my upcoming video releases. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you.